guys, Steffi this side, and as the title suggests, today we'll be taking a look at some of the best features of Google Chrome, which I use every day to improve my workflow. And as per Google says, 64% of you are using Google Chrome, so I'm sure that there's something for everyone today, and you will learn at least one thing that you are going to include in your daily workflow. So the first thing that we should know about is the extensions on the Chrome. Just to make you understand, extensions are to Chrome what applications like Microsoft Office are to Windows. Like Windows on its own is sufficient to carry out all our tasks, but we still install applications like Microsoft Office or Adobe Suite to improve our productivity. Same goes for the Chrome. It's capable of carrying out all our tasks, but extensions are the productivity tools which are going to improve our workflow. And there's a complete store for these extensions. Open Google Chrome, click on the three dots to the top right corner, More Tools and Extensions. Here you can find all the extensions. But there are some extensions which I recommend and I use them every day to help me with my daily work. First is the ad blocker. This will help you to block all those unnecessary advertisements that pop on the screen when you visit a website. And to get this extension, go to the extension store, find AdBlock, click on Add Extension. Once added, you can see the toggle on the top right side of the Chrome. You can pause and run it from this switch only. And to see how it works, let's go to a website, say Times of India. Right now the extension is working and we don't see any kind of ads. But let's pause it on this website and reload the website. Now you can see that there are so many annoying ads. So to get rid of these, we'll start again the ad block and reload this website. And just like magic, all those unnecessary ads are gone. Next one that I find very useful is the Google Keep extension. It will help you save notes in literally the easiest way possible. And once you have added the extension by following the same procedure at last time, you'll see this toggle here on the top right side. Select whatever you want to save, click on the switch and boom, your note is saved. You can also give this note a title or write a description about it, and that's it. It will be present in your notes list. Next very important extension I use is Grammarly. This extension helps you to correct your punctuation wherever you are writing, whether on Facebook or Google Sheets. It's really helpful, and to get it, follow the same procedure. Go to the extension store, you know the drill by now, and it will automatically start working. Now moving on to the second big thing is getting a dark mode for the Google Chrome, and there are two methods to do that, and the first one is to get a dark mode extension. Follow the same process as last time to get the extension dark mode from the store, and you'll get a switch on the top right side to toggle it on and off. But there's a problem with this method. You miss out on some of the content on some of the website when you turn on the dark mode with this method, which kind of basically defeats the purpose of whole thing. But there is a second method. Inside the Chrome, type this in the address bar and hit enter, and you'll get this scary looking experiments page. Just hold on to your nerves and search for dark mode, enable it, relaunch the Chrome, and boom, you have dark mode across the entire browser, on all websites, everywhere. And I didn't notice if I'm missing on any kind of information on any website, so I think this is the best method to get the dark mode. And sadly, extension doesn't work on the Google Chrome on your phone, but this second method of getting a dark mode is also available on your phone. Just follow the same procedure, type in the address bar and hit enter, search for the dark mode and hit enable and relaunch the app. Next important feature is sharing a link or a page to other devices on which you are running Google Chrome and with the same Google account. So suppose if I want to open this article on my phone, click on the empty space in the address bar. This little icon will appear. Click on it. You will be able to see all your devices that are running Chrome. So I'll just select my phone, and as soon as I run Chrome on my phone, within seconds I get a notification of the link. And for this to work, you don't necessarily have to connect both the devices to the same Wi-Fi network. You just have to make sure that both the devices are connected to the internet in any way possible, and this will work. Next feature is when I turn on my PC, I like to pick up where I left off, and I usually have at least 10 to 12 tabs open at all times. And when I open the Chrome, it puts me right where I want to be with all my tabs open and ready to go. And to turn this feature on, click on the three dots on the top right hand side, click on the settings, and on the left, click on Startup and check this bubble and you are good to go. Next thing is not really a feature, but a couple of keyboard shortcuts which are going to be very helpful if you spend a lot of time on the internet and on the Google Chrome. So I'll put all the shortcuts on the screen. You can pause the video and check them out. And I insist that you give these keyboard shortcuts a try. I use them every time when I'm using Chrome. Now there are a couple of more small but really helpful features, so I'll cover them in fast pace. So first is if you want to save a bookmark, select mobile bookmark as the folder so that you can access these articles from your phone as well. Otherwise they'll stay on this PC only and you won't find them on your phone. Next, if you visit some websites every time you open the Chrome, like Gmail or your other email or your employee's website, you can pin these URLs. Just right click on the tab, click on pin, and if you have selected the option continue where you left off on Chrome, these will stay here forever. You can see that I have at least 8-9 pin tabs ready to go all the time. Next, if you have a Google Home smart speaker, you can play music on it via Chrome, and to do that, click on the three dots, click on cast. And if your PC and the speaker are connected to the same Wi-Fi, Chrome will find it and you can pair them and just enjoy your media. But take a note that the speaker will only play whatever media you stream only on this particular tab. And to disconnect this, just click on this switch. And these last features are some of my favorite ones. Suppose you are surfing the internet on the Google Chrome and you come across a contact number which you want to dial. Just select the number and press right click on your mouse. You will see an option to call this number from your phone. So if you click it, you'll get a notification on your phone requesting you if you want to make that call. And there's this last thing. Suppose if you're searching for some address on Google Maps and you want this navigation on your phone, you can see that there's this option to send it on your phone. Click on this, choose the device with which you want to share this, and again you'll get a notification on your phone with the navigation route. So I think these are all the tricks that I have in my bag today, and it's not like that I searched for all these features just to make a YouTube video about them, because that wouldn't really make any sense. I just happen to use all these features in my daily workflow, and since the entire nation is in lockdown, so I think we all are spending more and more time on the internet and of course on Google Chrome. So I think that all these features that I am using, you can also use them now and help yourself with your work. And if you're one of those people who learned something new today, make sure you let me know. Just hit the like button and of course subscribe to this channel for more tech content. But I think that's all for today. Until next time, be safe and stay indoors.